Hey everyone, check it out. We made it. We're up to lesson 100, the last lesson in Learn Russian with Learn Russian. And then we have the final test, and then we're done. So let's go ahead and get started. This lesson's a little fun. It's not too serious. It's about sayings. Yeah, exactly. About sort of like idioms and phrases about personality. So basically, it's mostly about these six, I guess. We'll discover those later, but first let's listen to this dialogue between people in an office. So we have four people in an office. Let's see what they are saying.
Да с тобой даже каши не сваришь.
А ты вообще ни рыба, ни мясо.
Анна, скажи, о чем они говорят? Я ничего не понял. Какая каша? Рыба, мясо? Они хотят есть?
Да нет, Джон. Просто один человек говорит другому, что с ним нельзя иметь дело, а второй отвечает, что тот сам не отличается энтузиазмом и инициативностью. А ты не умеешь держать себя в руках. Чуть что, сразу выходишь из себя.
На себя посмотри. Всегда плывешь по течению. Лень вперед тебя родилась.
А сейчас они о чем спорят? Кто выходит откуда? Кто куда плывет?
Один называет другого неуравновешенным человеком, а второй называет первого ленивым и безинициативным, пассивным.
Я думал, что я хорошо знаю русский язык, но я снова ничего не понял.
Русские сказали бы, что ты снова сел в калошу.
Куда сел?
Это выражение такое.
О боже, я никогда не смогу все это запомнить.
Yeah, so obviously the guy speaking here is not a native Russian speaker, and he's not up on all these phrases. He's confused and saying, "What are they talking about with all these expressions?" So two people are arguing. One says,
Да с тобой даже каши не сваришь.
"Kashi не сваришь." Kashi is basically like porridge, I guess, kind of oatmeal. So this person's saying, and with you, you can't even cook porridge, which basically means nobody can work with you. If you can't even cook porridge with somebody, then what can you do with them? You just can't work with a person like that.
А ты вообще ни рыба, ни мясо.
So what does he say? He says you are ни рыба, ни рыба, ни мясо. And you are not at all. So this expression is kind of funny. It means not fish, not meat, neither fish nor meat. Which, well, they'll explain it in a second, but it basically means you're totally undistinguished. You have no identifying characteristics. You're not interesting at all. You have nothing about you that stands out. You're neither fish nor meat.
Анна, скажи, о чем они говорят?
Anna, tell me, what are they talking about?
Я ничего не понял.
I don't understand anything.
Какая каша? Рыба, мясо? Они хотят есть?
What porridge? Fish, meat? Are they hungry?
Да нет, Джон.
Yes, no, John.
Просто один человек говорит другому, что с ним нельзя иметь дело.
Нельзя иметь дело. So just one person is saying that that you can't do anything with the other. You can't do anything with them because you can't even cook porridge with them.
А второй отвечает, что тот сам не отличается энтузиазмом и инициативностью.
So, and the second person answers that that the person is not distinguished by enthusiasm or initiative. So that's what they mean by not fish and not meat. You got no enthusiasm. You've got no flavor, no character to you, man.
А ты не умеешь держать себя в руках.
Basically, you don't know how to. What is держать? Sorry, I should know what держать is, but somehow I'm just not catching the. I can't seem to remember what держать is, so I'm going to just look that up quickly. You can't держать yourself at the hands. Yeah, to hold, to keep support. So basically, you can't hold yourself at the hands, meaning you can't keep control of yourself. You don't know how to keep control of your, I guess, emotions.
Чуть что, сразу выходишь из себя.
Just like that, you suddenly exit from yourself. I like this expression, you exit from yourself. It's like you're so angry, you're so furious, you exit out of yourself.
На себя посмотри. Всегда плывешь по течению.
Well, look at yourself. You always swim with the current. So, just like in English, go with the flow.
Лень вперед тебя родилась.
This is a funny expression. Literally, laziness before you was born. You're so lazy that you couldn't even bother to be born. Like the laziness itself was born before you. Laziness itself had the initiative to get born before you did. Laziness was born before you.
А сейчас они о чем спорят?
And now what are they arguing about?
Кто выходит откуда?
Who is exiting out of where?
Кто куда плывет?
Who is swimming or floating somewhere?
Один называет другого неуравновешенным человеком.
Oh boy. One is calling the other an irrational person. The person who is exiting out of themselves are irrational with rage.
А второй называет первого ленивым и безинициативным, пассивным.
And the second calls the first one so lazy and lacking initiative and passive.
Я думал, что я хорошо знаю русский язык, но я снова ничего не понял.
I thought that I knew the Russian language well, but I again feel like I again didn't understand anything.
Русские сказали бы, что ты снова сел в калошу.
Russians would say again that you went Russians would say that you again went into the galosh. You know, there's galoshes, those boots. It's like you went into the galosh again. You're so confused that you went back into your galoshes.
Куда сел?
Это выражение такое.
О боже, я никогда не смогу все это запомнить.
Where? Go where? It's an expression. Oh, I'll never be able to remember this. So here we have actually a few expressions here, obviously, that weren't in the dialogue. So сидеть на двух стульях. Basically, it's about people who try to represent two positions at once. So they can't commit to one thing, so they try to sort of hold two positions at once. It doesn't really work. You can't really sit in two chairs at the same time. With them, you can't cook porridge. We saw that, so you can't cook porridge. They're just impossible to work with for whatever reason. Basically, yeah, they don't believe anything. Like they're not. They are doubting Thomases. Нерубку десятки. Basically, so like not afraid of fire, I guess, basically means like a courageous person, not easily intimidated. Видеть все в черном цвете, sees everything in black colors, which not surprisingly means, yeah, pessimists. Ни рыба, ни мясо, again, like I said, not fish, not meat, so kind of difficult to distinguish. Sort of like I'm not sure what kind of animal you are. Funnily enough, if you click on that link there, it gives you a 404 error. So I guess somebody was ни рыба, ни мясо when they were developing this website. They didn't develop the page that was supposed to be there. Okay, I probably used the wrong expression. Maybe I should say I can't cook porridge with them. I can't cook a website with them. Okay, let's go ahead and fill these in. So, я никогда не буду иметь с ним общее дело. I will never have anything to do with him. Не уверен, что он вообще может отвечать за свои слова. I don't believe that he can at all be responsible for his words. Про таких говорят, as they say, с ним, with him, you can't cook porridge. С ним каши не сваришь. Каши не сваришь. Окей. Она, конечно, отличная студентка, только очень ленивая. She is, of course, an excellent student, only very lazy. Наверное, something нее something. Again, judging by the sentence structure here, it's not difficult to imagine. Laziness was born in front of her or ahead of her. Wait, where's the... Oh, it's not in this list here. Okay, let's take it from here then. Лен... Oh, is it лен вперед? It's probably лен вперед, right? Yes. Лен вперед. Нее родилась. Laziness was born ahead of her. She's lazier than laziness itself. Ну почему ты всегда молчишь? Why are you always silent? Ничем не доволен, ничему не рад. Not satisfied with anything, not happy about anything. Хватит видеть все. So you want to see everything. Or no, хватит means enough of. Stop doing that. So stop seeing everything. В черном цвете. Stop seeing everything in black colors. Stop being such a pessimist. Stop being such a negative Nelly. Ты представляешь, он сказал мне, пока сам не увижу, не поверю твоим словам. Can you imagine? He told me, until I see it myself, I don't believe, or I won't believe your words. Foma and then something here. So what was the Foma thing? Disbelieving person. Foma. Неверующий. Эта девушка раздражительная. Ей необходимо something себе something. So this girl is annoyed. She needs to... What do we say here? She needs to держать себя в руках. So hold on, let's see. How do we fit this in here? Держать себя, I'll delete because it's already there, and then the в руках goes at the end. She needs to hold on to her hands. She's so outraged that her hands are shaking and she's going to do something crazy with them. Luisa на все смотрит something. So Luisa looks at everything with something. Она очень мечтательная и романтичная девушка. She's a very sentimental and romantic girl. Obviously then, what did we have? We didn't have the seeing things through pink glasses here, did we? No, but... well, I'll just go ahead and write it in. So, на все смотрит сквозь розовые очки. Okay. Наш новый сотрудник пока никак не проявил себя. Он остается безинициативным. So our new employee has not proved himself or distinguished himself. He is without initiative. В общем, он, so without a doubt, or generally speaking, he is something, comma, something. So here we have the fish and the meat. Не рыба, comma, мясо. Даже самая маленькая проблема раздражает тебя. Even the most small problem irritates you or triggers you. Ты быстро something. You quickly. Okay, here we go. Here's somebody stepping out of themselves now. They are so. Выходишь из себя. Oops, wrong place. Not there. But here, there we go. Ты быстро выходишь из себя. You quickly step out of yourself. Постарайся контролировать свои эмоции. Try to control your emotions. Okay, она во всем хочет быть на something и для этого прикладывает все усилия. So she wants to be. We didn't have this one in any of this. I actually don't know how you're supposed to know this. Maybe it was supposed to be in this longer list here, which the link doesn't work for. But in any case, so she wants to be something, and for that she makes every exertion or effort. I think that she will get a position of a boss, like she'll get a management position. So what they actually put here is basically it's like the English expression. In English, you also see somebody stands head and shoulders above the rest. Kind of the same thing. So here you say na голову выше других. She stands with the head above the rest, basically. And finally, я вижу, что ваш сын не something, не испугался такой большой собаки. I see that your son is not something. He is not intimidated by such a big dog. Right, so this is the one about the person on the fire. Не робкого десятка. So somebody who is not, somebody's courageous, not to be buffaloed. They will not be intimidated. So не робково, десятка. There we go. Those were the expressions and idioms from the missing table above. Okay, and now we have 6 pictures, and we need to match them with the idioms. Some of them are pretty easy. For example, here you see somebody who is literally stepping out of himself. So that's pretty easy. It is выходить из себя, literal translation. Again, somebody who sees things through rose-colored glasses, and these ones are even heart-shaped rose-colored glasses. So this is смотрит сквозь розовые очки. Looks through rose glasses. This person, it looks a little bit like they're hugging themselves, but I think this is supposed to be держать себя в руках, hold themselves at the hands, or in the hands. This person, this is the person standing head and shoulders above the rest. So, быть на голову выше других, be with the head above others. This person, yes, this person is going with the flow. So, плыть по течению, literally going with the flow. And finally, this person is lying on the couch and there's a cat with them. I guess it would be difficult to display this literally, but it says, again, laziness was born before him. Laziness was born ahead of him. All right, and this is the last one. So basically, we just have some descriptions here. We need to drag in the appropriate phrases. So, так говорят о человеке, который не отличная активностью, решительностью. So, this is said about people who are not distinguished by activity or decisiveness. Once again, such people are ни рыба, ни мясо. Not fish, not meat. Так говорит о пассивном человеке, о том, кто не любит перемены. This is said about passive people who do not like changes. Aha, that's somebody who just goes with the flow. Плывет по течению. Goes with the flow. Так говорят о человеке, который обещает что-то сделать и не делает этого. So this is said about people who promises to do something but doesn't do it. С ним каши не сваришь. You do not cook porridge with them. Так называют человека, который никогда никому не верит. This is said about a person who doesn't believe anything from anybody. That is a форма неверующий. Так говорит о человеке, который ничего не боится. This is said about people who are not afraid of anything. Those people are не робкого десятка. Literally, not a timid dozen. Don't ask me where that comes from. It's an expression. It's an idiom. Так говорят о том, кто не умеет контролировать свои эмоции. Он часто выходит из себя. This is said about people who cannot control their emotions. They often step out of themselves. And finally, так говорит о том, кто пытается понравиться всем одновременно. This is said about someone who tries to please everyone at the same time. Он сидит на двух стульях. He sits on two chairs. Tries to please everyone, tries to occupy two positions at once, which you can't do. Tries to please everyone, but he just sits on two chairs. All right, that's it. It looks like the site glitched because it doesn't say. It doesn't say. Doesn't show what happens when you finish lesson 100. I'm actually wondering. I think that is because of my internet. I think my internet took a dive. So let's see. Let's see. I'm just curious if it actually does anything. I doubt that it does anything special, but I'm just curious to see what it looks like when you finish the last lesson. Like, does it say anything special? Does it just say, "Oh, lesson complete"? Woohoo! And that's it. Let's try it again. So if I go back to the lessons, I bet it's going to say that a lot of things are incomplete here. Yeah, I only did half of these. Or it only recognized that I did half of these. All right, well, let's do these two again quickly, because I just want to see what happens. I just want to see what it says if you finish all of them. So this person is stepping out of himself. Выходит из себя. Розовые очки. Себе в руках. Yes, all right, there we go. I wouldn't do this if it weren't the last one. I just want to see if there's something different. Like, do they just say, "Ooh, lesson complete," and then that's it? Or, okay, so let's see. So, that's the person who doesn't believe anything. Сидит на двух стульях, that's the person who sits on two chairs, tries to please everyone. Не робко, not easily intimidated, not afraid of anything. Выходит из себя, loses control. You can't cook with them. Person promises to do something and doesn't. This was ni rыбы, ni мясо, and this was that. Okay, so it's the same pop-up. It's just instead of a link going forward, you just have a link going back because there is no lesson forward after this. All right, that was it. That was lesson 100. So I will just go ahead and review this quickly. So this was the first dialogue. this was the second exercise. Answers to the third were thus. And finally, exercise 4. And that's it. We are done. So in the next video, I guess we'll do test 20, the last test of these lessons, and then that'll be it. We'll be done with this with these lessons on this website. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you then in the next video, and ta-ta for now.